3697 Windyhollow Way, Mason, Ohio, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that would be concerning to the buyer. Our access point here is a stack, a clean out and a stack in the rear or center right of the basement if you're facing the house. It's actually tucked behind the water heater in the furnace, and it's facing, the clean out is actually facing towards the rear of the building. Seems like there's another clean out on the other side of the house, but it's literally facing sideways, and the access is, it seems like they faced these things so they, if they ever finish the walls, you wouldn't be able to access the clean outs. But this one at least is in an unfinished area, so it is accessible. The line should be PVC all the way out. The reason I mentioned the other cleanouts is just so you know we are limited by this access, so we'll be doing this line. I will run some water down that outside stack, and I will also run some water down the downstairs bathroom. But we'll do that when we pull back. She's making a weird turn there. I think there is actually a manhole in the front yard, which would be good because it would be a short distance from where it exits the house and where it goes into the main. But this thing may go completely across the house from here, so this may be a good access point. It may go completely across the house before it exits. There's me. I'm just pushing up some goo that's on the bottom. This is build up. Once I run some water, this will all take off. This is just kind of like mold that builds up on the PVC. And so I'm going along just basically scraping it up. There's another tie-in and clean out just on top. So this is just before it exits the house. You can see the connection on the left right there, and then you get in here, there's a connection on the top just in front of us, and that would be the clean out right before it exits the house. You can tell when it switches to the exterior line on the edge of this house, they would use it's still PVC, but it's SDR 35. The interior stuff is called Schedule 40. It's a white PVC on the inside, green on the exterior, and it's just a different rating system for exterior stuff. It's not anything major. Getting ready to dive. Probably have to get really deep really fast if that sewer main is, yeah, we're dropping a lot. Since that sewer main is in the end of the front yard, if it's based off of that manhole, they had to probably had to drop 5 or 6 feet to get down there too before it cut over. Probably the connection here, and it is. You can see we're looking right into the sewer main, and that is basically probably half a neighborhood right there coming through. Good news is everything looked great. The line was fully functional, didn't see any issues at all, any blockages. So I am going to pause the video. We're going to run some water in a couple different locations, but I think we just want to see how the water functions through the line as we pull back. Okay, we got the line running on the left side. And And so the left side should be making its way out now. Well, we're running down that left side stack if you're facing the house. It's the furthest one away, but we'll run it until it. That's kind of sucks. Try to rinse the camera off here. You can see the water running. I'll show where that comes in. Vertical. If you look in the bottom left hand corner, you can see that we're about a 45-degree angle, dropping straight down. Not dropping straight down, but you know what I mean. Now this one is the turn on here at the top, 90s. And so see that the line, that the water level isn't getting up anywhere near even the level of the lens, which is good. You can see the wear marks on the side, like little marks that show about as high as the line ever gets, the water level. And so that exterior line is going to be, see if we can rinse this off real quick, there we go. But the outside line, the green stuff, is 6-inch, and this is 4-inch also. But you can see, and there is the line dropping in. It's kind of strange it drops in on the left side. So this may go out the side. But obviously you can see where it's coming in and going down and running down. And so now, because you can see where the water has stopped, I'm going to go run water real quick in the basement bathroom and see what we, make sure we can see the water come out of there. Should see water coming from behind us now. Make sure it comes out of this branch. Can't run water directly out of this branch we're in because obviously it's open. So we know that that line is open. Well, that must come into the same branch. Here we go. Just making sure that that water is escaping through that branch also. That's what that dark color is because we talked about how it's scraping up all that stuff off the bottom of the pipe and depositing it. So it's just flushing all that stuff out that I broke loose. You can see the scratch marks in the bottom of the pipe actually. And that looks like that's where that's coming in, right there on the right. So, made it all the way back. No issues at all. The line looked great. Didn't see anything of any concern. All the joints look nice and tight. No low spots or bellies. No tree roots. No nothing. Everything looked wonderful. There's nothing really to report. Obviously, we've been running a bunch of water through it. And we can see that the water level never even gets up high enough to cover the lens. And the marks show it's about maybe a quarter of the pipe diameter, and that's exactly what you want. So the line is functioning well, and no issues found. So that's going to end the inspection at 3697 Windyhollow Way.